So I know it's almost summer, but I want to bring you back to the fall of 2009. I know that feels like ages ago, believe me, it does for me too. Because I'm a completely different person compared to who I was back then. I'm sitting in my therapist's office, right? And I'm filling out the intake form. It's nothing big, name, address, why are you here, what's your problem? There's this little question that I think a lot of people take for granted. Male, female, please check one. Should be easy, right? Right? Wrong. See, these two boxes are taunting me with their simplicity, so much so that I'm ready to walk out that door. Because you know what? My entire life has been consumed and dictated by these two freaking boxes the past 5 years of my life, so much so that it's driven me to the point of insanity at times. Everywhere I go, I'm gendered. I'm told I'm one or the other. I'm male, I'm female. I'm not in between. And in fact, because I don't know what I am, I'm different. And that difference, my friend, the difference is not welcome here. From the body spray I use, the kind of haircut I get, the clothes I wear, the way I walk, the way I sit, the way I talk, the pronouns I use, the bathroom I use, everything is gendered. No matter where I go, I can't escape it. So here it is in my therapist's office, a safe haven, and it's still freaking right there in front of me, and I don't know what to say. See, for those of us caught in between, it's not just that question. Life just isn't that easy. But I wish it was. I wish I could go back to when I was a kid. You know, we used to play those little fantasy games. You could be whoever you wanted to be. I was always the knight in shining armor. Why? I got the girl. I got to hold her hand, and I got the treasure. Hi. I guess that should have been the first sign that something was a little off. But how was I supposed to know? I mean, I'm not trying to blame my parents. They brought me up amazing. But they never really explained to me what gender was. I mean, sure, I knew I was a girl, but I don't really know what that meant. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to run around without my shirt on, and wasn't supposed to like building decks with my dad and mowing the lawn. And instead, I was supposed to read, Teen Vogue and 17 and be in love with boys, and that just wasn't the case. But then I got the talk. Now, not the talk, mind you, I'm 10, and my mom, we just didn't talk about that quite yet. But she gave me the heart-wrenching, soul-crushing talk. When she told me that I was going to lose my beloved androgyny. See, that was going to be replaced with the body of a beautiful young woman. Much like my sisters. Now, mind you, my sister's beautiful. And if I identify as a girl, I'd be lucky to look like her. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to look like that. I just wanted to look like me. Little androgynous me. I didn't want a chest or hips. I didn't want that. But as much as I resisted it, I got it. And unfortunately, when I got that, I also got the memo that all of a sudden it wasn't cool to want to be the knight anymore. No, instead I needed to be that queen. I needed to be the princess. You see, my friends started to think it was a little bit weird. Started to think I was a little bit weird. Because I didn't have a crush on Lance, and I didn't like wearing skirts, and I didn't want to do my makeup. No, I wanted to keep building forts and, holding Kim's hand. And I was forced to make a choice. Be comfortable with who I was, and be ostracized, or be accepted for someone I wasn't. I chose the latter. Because at least then I wasn't alone. Fast forward to high school. I'm coming out as gay. Despite, internalized homophobia, suicide attempts, other highest behaviors, getting kicked out of home, being brought back in, crap's going on at home, my high school's not exactly great about it, things are actually going good. Because all that's in the past now. I'm 16, I'm out, I'm queer, I'm proud, I'm a butch lesbian because, haha, short hair, men's clothes, right, and the whole community's behind me. And it makes sense now, because I'm a lesbian, and this is what lesbians do. And this community has embraced me from the start. For everything I am and everything I'm not. And they continued to do so throughout my college days and my drag days. And my drag mother, bless her soul, taught me all about gender politics and the gender binary. And I developed my drag persona Christian. And everything was great and lovely. Until one night when I realized that Christian was more than my drag persona. In fact, not only was I a Christian was really me. And I freaked out so bad that I retired from drag that night. And every time I did drag, as excited as I looked when around my friends, my heart was pounding the whole time. The whole time thinking, I'm not ready for this. No. Because, you see, my friends, I knew what that meant. I knew exactly what that meant. And I was terrified. Because I had seen my close friends go through the same path. And I saw the pain they went through, the troubles they endured, all their problems with their families because of this, the emotional toll. I saw that happen with my clients, in my office crying hysterically, the anguish written all over their faces. And I knew what it meant for me, and my future, and I worked too hard to get where I am now to let something like this stop me. And I've already had my ass kicked once for being gay. No. It's even worse if I'm this. It could happen again. No, I can't. I can't do that. Denial, my friends, it's a bad vice. 2 years of denial finally caught up with me. And I reached my breaking point, and I'm sitting in my room alone. And I've got two things in my hands. In one hand, I hold a lifeline. A therapist card. The healthy choice. In the other hand, a bottle of pills. Now, either way, my life as I know it is ending this night. Whether it be the healthy route or the not so healthy route, it was ending. I can't tell you why I made the choice that I did. It was a hard choice. I wish I could say it was easy, that I could have just taken that bottle of pills and thrown it aside and said it's done. I can't do that to my family, but I didn't, my friends. I sat there for hours. I poured the pills out into my hand, I got a glass of water, put the pills back in the bottle, put the water away, looked at the card, looked at myself long and hard in the mirror, and I didn't know what to say. The person I saw in front of me, that wasn't me. They didn't match. I can't put myself through this. I deserve a better life. So I called my therapist. Got in. Started seeing him. And mind you, not to figure out why I was trans. I knew the whole time. I knew I was trans. I never questioned that for a second. I had to figure out why I wasn't okay with it. Why was it such a problem for me? And I did. And since then, I have lived my life in the truest form possible. I'm a much more self-assured, confident individual. And I can honestly say I've never been as happy as I am today. For the first time in 22 years, I can look in that mirror every morning and I'm excited to see what it is. Now, I can't tell you much about the person I'm going to be. I'm 22. I can't predict the future. I mean, I wish I could, but I can't. What I can tell you is this. My name is Evan, although not legally I'm working on it. I am legally male in the state of Massachusetts, and I'm officially 1 month into my manhood. There are still times when I'm petrified for my future, and I wonder what it's going to look like. But then I realize that I'm still the same person. I'm going to be the same kind of father that I would be a mother. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I still want to be that knight in shining armor. Only now, my evil nemesis is not Darth Maul, whatever we used to name him back then. It's these two gender boxes. And the treasure they're trying to steal is not gold or diamonds, my friends. It's my identity. It's me. And I will not let them win this one. No. Those two boxes will not control me. I'm not going to let it happen. Is male, female? No way, my friends. No way.